Hi everyone, welcome back. Round 3 of this infantry challenge. So, 45 IPC to spend. Let's have a look what we want to do. I think just looking at the board initially, it's going to be probably too risky to try and go for West Russia just yet. We could do. I've not done the calculation, but it's again a little bit risky, given there's a lot of infantry. We're not going to have the best defense. I think what I'll do, I'll wait for these 10 infantry to arrive, and then once these are here, so we'll move them in this turn, and round 4 we'll probably just go for an attack on West Russia and try and hold this, with the view to obviously going into the Caucasus as well. Because once we have the 10 up here, we're going to have, what, pushing 20 infantry, which would be way too much for them to handle. So I think once this arrives, these reinforcements arrive, we'll push forward. So this is looking good. The German front's looking okay. I'm confident here. The tanks, obviously, hitting behind all these infantry are going to be really hard to actually take out, because we're going to have such a strong buffer. It's going to be really difficult for them actually, to isolate the tanks and finish them off. So hopefully that's going to be the key to victory. Still 3 planes, actually no, 4 planes. Sorry, 4 planes. Not bad. I think I will fly this back now. Obviously they're prepping. Well, it looks like they're prepping for invasions against Germany, which is not great. So I kind of have to be thinking. That's the thing. It's too late to now put a complex into France because they're going to be landing this turn with something at least. I mean, the potential here is I could possibly go for... I could forget shipping the troops in from Italy. Reinforce France with... So that'll be a total of 4. Possibly add a few more in as well to try and... I think I will actually, let's do it. Let's build one. I think I'm going to risk it because I need to be prepping now France for defence. I can't be constantly attacking back with infantry. It's going to really whittle my numbers down slowly, so I'm going to do this now. So yeah, we'll ignore the landing into Egypt with these 2. We'll just do what we've got already here. Possibly keep a fighter or 2 in defence, because the nice thing is there's no British transports nearby that they can do a double assault on France, so it's only going to be the American troops here, and the max they're going to have is what, 3 infantry, a tank and a artillery, with maybe a bomber support, or 1 fighter. It's not going to be too bad. We'll put some anti-air in there as well. I think we should be okay. So yeah, we'll prep that now. And then obviously the rest will be infantry. 10 infantry, nice and round. Okay, cool. So we're going to go for obviously this assault. I'd love to kill this transport, but I can't. I've got no... Hang on. 1, 2, 3... Wait, am I being stupid? Where's that plane going to land? Oh, it's 1... Oh, sorry. I keep forgetting Northwestern Europe is actually connected to Season 8. There's not a divide there. It's actually... There's a bit of gap, so it's actually 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, cool. Let's kill them. So that's 1 less infantry to worry about. I think also I'm going to leave 1 infantry actually in Algeria to try and prevent any more loss of territory from this American infantry. So we'll go with what we've got. That should be enough. Some bombardment, artillery, and 1, 2, 3. There we go. Looking good. So again, I'm probably not going to move anything out just yet. Yeah, I think the 3 infantry that's a nice move, I think, from him, because it's enough of a deterrent to make me not want to go for it. Because they've got tanks nearby and they've got a few bits of... Just taking this is probably a bit of a waste of units for me, so I'm going to wait. I think I'm going to hold off and then just prep the attack next time. So we're not going to be doing too much this round, actually. Just getting ready. Yeah, so 1 fighter in France, and we'll have 3 available for the actual assaults. Well... So go 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, let's get some meat. I think we'll have to leave it there. So hopefully get a nice clean take of Egypt. We'll start pushing down south. Good hits. Bad rolls from everyone else, but they had barrels too. That's alright. Good hit. Good hits. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. I'll take that. So now we're slightly broken through, which is good. In Egypt now, they've not got much. Obviously, he's getting aggressive with his British troops, so actually he's you know, risking India's safety here. I think I would like to go for... I'll think about this next round, because he's got some things moving out I've got to be careful about, but apart from that, I think it looks okay. So let's just prep France for defense. So 4, 5, 6... 6 should be more than enough, I would say, with one fighter. I don't want to risk too much. I want to move the rest out, so get you guys moving up here. Up here, up here. Move you up as well. Awesome. So 6 infantry, a fighter and an anti-air should secure France for me for one more turn. And obviously then we can start adding more infantry into France itself for a defense. So yeah, looking good, looking good. It's going alright. I mean, so the attack power, we're still above the Allies just. Economy-wise, we're obviously need to get going. I think we're hopefully going to take Russia soon. If I was him, I would have probably pulled these troops back beforehand, because obviously we're prepping now we'll be near Russia next round, so they're going to need to have troops available, every hand back to Russia. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see what he does now. Yeah, the only real concern for me at the moment is Japan. That's the one. They're not doing quite as well as Germany is. Germany thinks it's going okay in Germany, but yeah, Japan's having a bit more of a problem. So still, we'll figure it out. Yeah, it's a lot of fun though. It makes you think, because you've got to obviously plan things differently. You've got to really take the time to think about what's going to happen, because obviously, yeah, the rule sets are very different for this game. I'd really, if I could win that, I'd be super chuffed. I'd be super chuffed. Gold standing player, infantry only, that'd be, well, yeah, they're pretty cool. But yeah, there we go. So that's Germany round 3. So I'll see you for Japan round 3. So, okay, we have round 3, Japan. So let's have a quick look at the situation. So America is pushing in. I will have to deal with this, obviously. I think we're going to have to probably... I've got to clean up a lot of troops here. There's a lot of things going on. I've got to take Shanghai back. I've got to take, what's this one? Kwantung, Thailand, Burma. I need to put a bit of pressure back on Britain here, whilst also trying to defend from this fleet. Now, it's not a full fleet, obviously. It's not a... It's just the initial starting troops. So what I may do... I had in my head then to build... I was thinking about building fleet. No, hang on, that's not the challenge. We're doing an infantry challenge. Can't do that. So I think the game plan's going to be to... crap, I was also going to stack... I was going to move a destroyer up north to try and prevent an attack onto Manchuria, to try and force him to attack the eastern side of Japan, when I could then counterattack and beat him back. But I can't lose a destroyer. That's too valuable. We're not going to get it back if we leave it. So I think we might have to... crap. Okay. We have 2 battleships as a bonus. There's only got... Yeah, I think we're still good. I think we're still good. So obviously we're going to go pure infantry here. Let's just focus on the first attacks. Let's go back to what we're doing. So I think we're going to take this, obviously. Quantung's got to fall. I'd like to try and break the back of Russia here slightly. We're going to give it... Yeah, let's push in, let's push in. We're taking... yeah, Couldnt. So there may be a counter-attack possibly, but that's fine. Just want to tie the troops away from Manchuria, because I don't want them pushing down. This one might slip past and go down, but we can kill that if it does, so that's fine. Again, I'd like to land in Thailand to kill these 3 tanks. That'd be really sweet. That'd be a nice attack. We've got troops available. We'll have 4 troops infantry to use as a buffer for some planes. Yeah, the problem for me here is obviously losing the complex in Manchuria is going to be difficult. I could probably retake if I lost it, but obviously I don't want to have to lose it. It's going to be awkward. We're only down to, what, 3 fighters as well. Crap. How do I play this? I'm not worried about Japan. Japan's totally fine. There'll be 8 infantry in there. Well, 8 infantry? 7, whatever. It's fine, it won't fall. It's just a question of holding the other territories, really. I'm going to entice him in, I think. Sorry, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 5, 6. Okay. That's alright, that's fine. Let's do this then. Let's go 1, 2, fighter. Oh, this is so dangerous. Yeah, I'm taking a gamble here. I want to try and draw his fleet into this sea zone here on the west side of Japan. I'm thinking he won't go for Japan because he knows he can't win it, or if he does try to risk it, that's good for us. I think he will lose. I think what's more likely is he goes for the complex in Manchuria. We'll lose the fight, and then we'll have to retake with the 2 transports down here and possibly... Yeah, that's fine. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. We've got to commit to something. Okay, looks good. Sorry for the long the long move time on this one. I think we've got a plan there now. It looks pretty good. This should be fine. I can't see us losing this fight really. Got some good buffer units and heavy bombardment, so let's just commit to it. Let's do it. So Thailand, 3 tanks possibly here going down very easily. Not the best hits. That's good though. Very good, very good. Ah, shame about the second hit. That's alright. We're just keeping our Southern Empire alive for now. That's the thing. We're just keeping these tanks at bay. Because India is still weak. It's still very weak. Oh, wow. Nice. So once we get control of the American troops nearby, we can start obviously shipping things down and actually pressuring India a little bit more. That's not good. Okay, cool. Pretty good run of attacks there. I'm happy with that. So let's consolidate the fleet down here. Try and entice them in for a battle. Let's, protect you. Okay, looking good. So obviously we're thinking here, Manchuria will probably get taken, I would guess. That's what I expect to happen. I'm going to put it with 4 infantry anyway, so it's going to have to. They're going to have to commit to the fight and not do like one transport here, one somewhere else. They're going to have to commit to taking it, I think. Then we should be able to counterattack and beat them back. If they go for Japan, I don't see them taking it. It's going to be what, 3 infantry attacking on a one tank, 1 bombardment, and then some fighters that might get shot down anyway. So that's not going to be practical. Yeah, that's okay. Just double checking I've got that right. Yeah, cool. Okay, that was a sort of a maintenance go. That one, we're just housekeeping, getting things ready. Yeah, 8 infantry into Japan's pretty safe. Couldn't start the Philippines that round, but that's a chance we're gonna have to take. So we need to obviously protect Japan first and foremost. Yeah, a long. I think I might edit some of that out, but it was a long go. But yeah, it's pretty good. So Japan is now in the south a lot safer. There may be another attack from some tanks, but either way, it's going to be on the coast, so we can probably ship some things back in to deal with it. What I'm expecting to happen is America going for Manchuria, which we can then deal with. We'll ship the transports back up, pick some troops up from Japan, bash them back in, destroy the fleet, and yeah, we should be fine. We have spare aircraft here as well to use in the fight, so I'm not too concerned. I probably should have put 1 infantry maybe with these fighters, or these planes, to kind of avoid some kind of... Yeah, they're safe, they should be fine. So there we go. I think, let's have a look at the TAP powers. TAP powers we're still ahead, which is good. We're holding the economies at bay. I think it's looking better in Germany right now, I'd say. We're getting our big flush of infantry come through, the first wave are coming through now, so that's going to be good. We've got sort of control of Africa, or we will in a second anyway, we'll start moving out, so it's looking okay. It's looking okay. We are doing alright. But we'll see what happens in the American turn. That's going to be the key one, I think. If we can kill this fleet, that'd be fantastic. So that'd be a lot less pressure. I think after that, he'll probably just focus back onto Germany, so I'd rather he go for Germany, given the complex here and everything. I'd rather just stack this each turn and just you know, absorb the hits. Because I can't obviously defend against the second fleet in the Pacific. It's the only fleet I've got, so one fleet is all I can deal with right now. So hopefully he goes back to the East after he does this, but yeah, we'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you in round 4. Take care.